Welcome back to Riverbend Springs on Farming Simulator 25. It's episode 14. Our guest has returned again for some more carnage. With me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it's December 1. It's snowing. We're getting more festive. It's Christmassy. It's cool. We're up to 115,648. Sorry, I've stopped in the road. There's a car behind me. Yeah, as you've already seen, it should have come up a little thing of 6 contracts. I've just been picking up bits here and there. It's very wet on the road at the moment. I don't know if the snow's going to settle. I think we're in for a couple of hours. But as the thumbnail suggests, this is a co-op episode. We have a special visitor again today. She's going to pop up every now and again on the Let's Play. We're not doing a separate Let's Play. How are you, MrSealyp?
I'm very well, thank you, MrSealyp. How are you?
I'm all right, not too bad. I have got a trailer of canola. Now, if you recall, obviously you won't, MrSealyp, but the viewers will. When we swapped over silos from our old silo to the new silo, we lost some of the crop types, or some of the stuff we had in it, in a transfer incident. So I bought the wheat, so I had 6,000 litres of wheat. I repurchased. Our grain bin, our bin rep, got in touch and said the company felt very bad about the whole situation and would like to reimburse us with the canola we lost. I don't know how much we had. I thought we had about 13,000 litres, but we got 11,000 and something. So I went to collect that, which is very nice of them, so we can put that back into our grain bin. It's just taken a while, but they got there and they're reimbursing us, so I'm happy with that. We've been looking at our contract situation, and it's overcast. I know people are saying it's a little bit dark. You notice we've swapped out gear. I've got a crash helmet on an ear protection because obviously we're doing an episode with MrSealyp, so always best to protect yourself. You know, MrSealyp's gone for. Now this is true. This is real life stuff. Actually, I might swap that out. This is real life. MrSealyp hates getting cold and wet. If there's one thing in the world she hates, unless she's doing something that she really, really wants to. She doesn't like
Lake
going.
District, I will do it.
Right, Lake District. We've done. I mean, that walk we did the other year when we went from a place called Burns Farm. We went for a walk up to what's that place called where they had the picnicky thing, the Brew for Moo.
Oh, Chewett Tarn.
Chewett Tarn. We then walked from there up to Castle Rigstone Circle. We did a whole loop round, and that day, I think I've said this before, if anyone's been watching a while, we had every type of weather imaginable. It was sunny, it wasn't too bad, it was cold, it was sunny, it was lovely, we had a bit of drizzle, a bit of rain, then it snowed, and then it got colder. We did, was it 9 and a bit miles that day, 9.5? Farm dog was freezing. So. But then the day after, we said, well, we'll go and we'll do Walla Crag. So we parked up near Castle Rig. If you know Lake District, you'll know all these places. We went from Castle Rigstone Circle and we walked up to Walla Crag. Well, it rained the entire time.
It was good old sideways rain, wasn't it?
Yeah, when we came back down, it was biblical, and the rain was coming across sideways at us, and we were walking across this lane to get back to Castle Rigstone Circle and where the van was, and all of our left side of our bodies were absolutely drenched because the rain was just hooning across, and MrSealyp didn't mind at all. Because she likes doing stuff, like I say, when it's things she wants to do, she doesn't mind. But today, as you can see, she's gone. I mean, you might as well
Don't laugh at me.
Not a wetsuit, because a wetsuit gets you wet. A dry suit. Yeah. Welly boots, gloves, full protection, and a woolly hat.
You said to dress for the weather. There really isn't a snow option. There should be a big coat option. I need my big coat today.
There are big coats. You went for full suits.
Oh, okay.
If you go into that same option again.
No, I'm happy. I'm making a fashion statement.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, you're making a statement. I don't know.
I am. I look like an orange rubber glove.
Why?
Why? Because I want to.
I think I've got woolly hat.
Don't judge me.
I mean, I was going to say I don't. I'm not judging you, but I do. So.
But you are. I can tell you are from the tone of your voice. Let's not start off on the wrong foot, MrSealyp.
Wow. You know what? This episode was going to be entitled "A Bad Breakup" because we were going to do rock breaking, and you know what happened? The rock breaking contract disappeared.
I like your hat.
And it looks like we're still going to be on it. You can put an orange hat. You can change the colour of it.
No, I'm all right. I'm good. I'm warm now.
in this virtual world we live in, you're nice and warm. That's good.
You said
No, I know.
it has to be real, so I'm warm. I'm snuggly. Where have you gone?
That's cool. I'm just going to move the trailer and the tractor.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't take on the contract, did I? This is all we've got available. We've got cultivating, we've got a deadwood, and we've got a wood transport. Now I've done loads of wood transport. What?
The snow is settling.
It's very cool, isn't it? I think
Yeah.
I think it has a much more realistic feel than the 22 version. Anyway, we're going to do the deadwood contract. I haven't done many deadwood contracts. I'm going to borrow. No, I'm not going to borrow equipment. I'm going to accept the contract because we're going to do it ourselves. We've got some gear.
Okay.
And I haven't really done many. MrSealyp's never done one. So we're going to go out and we're going to grab some gear. We're going to go out to where that is located, and that is 17 opposite the road. Okay, I'm just trying to work out where it is. Actually, it's not far away from the farm. We just need to cut down the trees that are marked. So I'll show you the tree marking situation. Let me just pull this into the trailer. No. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to say. For any of you that are tuning in, we bought this Berkman trailer a little while ago, and while I was at the store, I thought I'm going to pick up a wheelbarrow. So I picked up a wheelbarrow. That's an 800-litre wheelbarrow. And what we're going to do with that wheelbarrow is I can use that for doing like chicken feed and stuff. So rather than getting a whole trailer to do a little bit of chicken food when I'm doing the chickens, I'm going to use the wheelbarrow. So we can just go from the silo.
You could use it for? You could use it for wheelbarrow races.
You could? Yeah, yes, you can. I'm smiling. I'm smiling. Is it a smile or a grimace? I think it's a smile. No, it's a smile. Grimacing.
I thought it was funny.
It was very funny. We need to move today's milk over from the girts. Actually, what we probably should do as well is put the mushrooms into the little barn thing we've got for storage. I think they're all liftable, so we should be able to pick them all up, MrSealyp. Nice. Now, I don't know whether or not, because these are going to be long trees, do I need both sets of trailers? You know what? It's better if we take both and not need both than need both and not take both.
Are they long trees or tall trees?
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? They're tall when they're standing up, but they're long when they're laying down.
That's very true. Where are you? I'm standing here. I don't know where I am.
You don't know where you are? You're on the farm.
Oh, here he comes.
I think we need to lease... Do we need to lease the winch? I can teach you to use the winch as well, can I? I'm going to lease the Taj fund again. If I go down to our FORESTRY, we borrowed it before, and whether we get all this done or not in this episode, I don't know. We might not do. There's no options on this. We will lease that for 433. At the end of the day, we're not going to make a huge amount on this contract at all. But having a bit of deadwood, we can use it for firewood, couldn't we? For keeping the fire nice and warm. So what we're going to do, if you can come and help me, MrSealyp, to move some of these pallets over. What we're going to do, you can either go... Are you in third person or first person?
First person.
Why are you running backwards? You're running sideways. What are you doing? That's really weird. Okay.
It's the suit. It doesn't fit very well.
Is it squeaking? Is it squeaking as you're moving?
It is. Because I'm running sideways. I can't tell what I'm doing. Here's me gates. Where's Jeremy?
Jeremy's in there. He should be. He's over there. Oh no, but they say that you're seeing things that I'm not. I mean, that's nothing unusual. Nothing unusual. So it's just the voices. It's the voices telling you what you can see. Where can you see him? If you're looking directly ahead as we are now, where is he in the pen for you?
Over to the left.
Oh, good. That's right. Same for me. That's right.
Yeah,
so he's in there. Yeah. You know, it's that little barn thing over there. The little barn in there. I put that in there
the other day.
It wasn't.
I was going to say.
It was there.
Was it?
Yeah, I put that in because it wasn't there when I built the pen. I thought for weather like this, if they want to go just under there, it's like a stable. You put a little manger in there and stuff, don't you?
Oh,
we could go full on Christmassy. Are you feeling any more Christmassy, MrSealyp?
No.
Oh, okay. How many Christmas films have we watched over the last week?
A few. Yeah, quite a few. I am feeling a bit more Christmassy. The presents are all wrapped. They've all gone over to our daughter's house.
You wrapped all the presents. We took them over today. We took a load of the presents over just down the road, not far away. But rather than Christmas Day, we took lug loads and stuff over. We took some of the wobble pops over as well. So we've got some of those over there. Wobble pops. We're doing a cocktail Christmas this year as well.
We are.
Because our kids are all adults. We keep saying our kids, but they're all adults. So they decided each of us would make a cocktail. So whatever stuff is going to be there, we're all making a cocktail.
Bear in mind, there's going to be 9 of us Christmas nights. That's 9 different cocktails.
Croctails? You do all the crocodile? That's cool. Or with Crocs. You might be putting Crocs in it. Anyway, yeah, so I'm doing Cosmopolitan. You're doing... Oh, pina coladas, aren't you?
Pina coladas. Yeah, sorry, I had a mouthful of coffee. Pina
Where
colada.
are you? I need you over here. We've got to move these pallets. We might as well be talking while moving the pallets.
Yeah, pina coladas. My son is doing one called something to do with the sea, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called now. When you come over to these pallets, if you go into first person, when you get close to the pallets, you should get, rather than a little circle, there should be a hand. R3, down on the right mushroom.
Oh.
Right, so when you get towards the pallet, you should get a hand come up. Yes?
No.
Look down it, have you got a little hand? In the middle, where your round cursor normally is, there should be a hand.
I don't have a cursor.
You haven't got a hand?
Nope.
Okay. So you're looking down at the pallet? Look down towards the pallet. What are you showing? Little round cursor or a hand?
Neither.
What do you mean neither? You can't have neither. The cursor can't disappear.
I can't see a cursor at all.
Right, okay.
I am looking down.
Right, do me a favour.
Oh.
Look directly ahead at the mushroom greenhouse that's black. Look directly ahead. Have you got a little circle in the middle of your screen?
No.
What are you on? First or third person?
Third.
Go into first person. That's what I said. Go into first person. Have you got a circle?
First person.
Right. Okay. Have you got a circle? This is why
Yes,
people
I
watch
have.
for this insanity. Right. Now look down.
I was already in first person, and you said go into.
No, I said. Oh, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so if you look down the pallet now, you should get a hand come up.
It doesn't. Oh yes, look at that.
Right. If you press
X.
press circle, and then if you raise up, there you go, and follow me. We're going to take these pallets. We're going to walk them over and we're going to put them into this barn for storage. We don't want them, I mean, it's cold enough so they're not going to spoil. It's like a refrigeration unit, but I just don't want them out in the open. We're going to put them over here and they should go into our storage. I think we've got one pallet over already. Because we're so strong, we can lift these pallets. It doesn't, you know.
Where are you?
I said follow me. Where are you? Over here. Where? Come around the side of the... Come around the side. We're not going to get this deadwood contract done. This is like
because I'm confused.
This is like a minute job moving these pallets, and you're... Where are you? Here, I'm over here. I'm over here. Here. Where are you?
I can see you. I just...
You're walking into the trailer. That's why. Walk away from the trailer. There we go. Now follow me. There we go. Isn't it weird? I've never seen... Because you can't go into third person when you're carrying something. I don't think I've ever seen someone else carrying a pallet. It's
You're not carrying yours, it's just floating in midair.
Yeah, so is yours. Yeah, it's unfortunately the third person things like that. So what we need to do, if you go past these things here and come in through the second section, as you go in it should just disappear out of your hands. Go in there. Boom, there we go. So they've been put in there. We've got one more of those to go. Do you want to go and get the other one? And I'm going to go and get the milk. I'm going to bring the milk over so we can carry on getting our milk production going.
So the hand is still there. So that's
right. So
yes.
Rare. So what you need to do now, because it keeps doing this. If you do L1 like we did before, L1 up on the D-pad to get the torch. Mine will be a chainsaw. Yours will be a torch. And then press it again so it goes away, and then you'll be back to your little circle again.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah. Then you go and get the other pallet. I'll go and get the milk. We'll take that over, and then we'll try and get over and get this deadwood done. Did you ever watch that series, Hun? Did you ever watch Deadwood?
No.
No, I didn't either. I like cowboy stuff. I don't know why I never watched that.
Wasn't that the guy from the Antiques programme?
Lovejoy.
Lovejoy.
Yeah, Ian
Wasn't it
McShane.
him? That's it, yeah.
It's supposed to be very, very good. Never saw any of it.
Well, maybe we can watch that next.
Well, no, we're watching everything that Taylor Sheridan's ever made, apparently, which is everything you turn on the telly at the moment, which doesn't...
But to be fair, we've only got one episode of that left, so...
Oh, we're watching, what's it called, Landman.
What do I do to pick this up? Circle?
Yep, press circle and then lift it. Maybe.
These look different to the ones I was just carrying.
Yes, there are different. There are two different sorts. We've got a gnocchi and, well, I thought they were shiitakes, but they're not. They're don't say it.
Wasn't going to say a word.
Oyster mushrooms. Yeah, we got a gnocchi and oyster. So I think we just moved a couple of gnocchis and that's the oyster. They're worth a fair bit as well, actually. So at some point we'll take them and sell them. But if you could bring that over. Okay, so you're not showing us having a pallet at the moment. For me, you've definitely got the pallet, yeah?
No.
Oh my God. Oh, help me, please. Anyone that's watching, I'm going to put up a little sign. I'm just going to hold it up saying, help me. I'm being held against my will.
Where have I put that down then?
Oh my God.
I am so sorry. There it is, I've dropped it.
You hit the tree and obviously just drops into the tree. Okay, let me pick those up.
I'm so sorry.
I'm thinking, that's weird. That's a bit of a strange glitch. She hasn't got anything in her hands. And I thought she would have known. You didn't notice that the pallet had gone.
No, I was so busy talking to you that
I
didn't realise I dropped it.
Ooh, dearie me.
Sorry guys, I'll take it more seriously.
No, you haven't got to take it seriously. That's the whole point. You're supposed to be able to come on the game and have fun. If you're not having fun, what's the point?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Where should we go now, Mr.
Have you still got your hand up or have you on your little circle?
My circle, because I dropped the pallet, so.
Excellent. Right, let's put that back on. So you're on first or third now. I've gone back to third person, but you can do whatever you like. So our milk production, let's go and check on here. Let's go and click on this. How are we looking? We've got Gert milk, 407 litres so far. And it's chugging away still. It's going to be a while before we get a full thing of goat milk, but we are getting there, which is good. Stuck under there. So we need to get to the telehandler and go to the store. I'm going to grab the manure fork, I think, just in case we need it for moving. We are going to need it for moving logs. I'm going to get the winch so we can drag the trees out from wherever they are, and we're going to need the trailers to move them out of the way to get this contract done. So I personally think it might be better off if you drive the tractor with the trailers.
Okay.
Now, we need to do our map thing again. So, if you press your D-pad, not your D-pad, press your options.
The first?
If you want.
Right, what do I need to do?
Press your options button.
Yep.
And then go up L1 or R1 until you get to the map with your crop types and various different stuff, whatever it's coming up with.
Yep.
And if you go up from where we are on the farm, because it should be showing where on the farm. If you go up, you should see the red circle flashing for our contract. There's a little tree in the middle of it and a red circle. You might just zoom in or out on the map a little bit. It's up to you. Can you see it or not?
No. Hold on. Right, so I'm on the map. And it's just going up and down the soil composition bits and bobblies. How do I come out of that?
Up and down the soil composition? What do you mean?
Well, I've gone to the map and then you go sideways. It's like crop types, active workers, all those sorts of things. How do I actually get onto the map?
The map should be on the right-hand side. It should be just shown on the right-hand side, shouldn't it?
It is, yes, yeah.
Right,
and I see we're in that little square flashing, yes.
We're in that little square flashing, are we?
There's a little yellow...
Oh, yeah, that's the bun. Yeah, that's the bun.
Yep.
Right, so if you zoom out L2, just a little way, you haven't got all the way.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
right.
Yes, I can see that.
You see it up above? Right, that's where we've got to do the deadwood contract. So if you want to drive the trailers to there and navigate yourself to that point, okay. I will take the telehandler and I'll go and get the winch and I'll take the manure fork with me. And then when I meet you, I'll show you what we're going to do. I'll show you how to use the winch.
Okay.
And we'll cut down the trees that need cutting down. Actually, you're going to need a chainsaw, aren't you? If you're going to cut any trees. Which means you're going to need to go to the shed and get one. Sorry.
You come out of this?
Yeah, come out there. You remember where the shed? Yeah, where I'm going. I'll open the shed up for you. If you go over, there should be one on the bench. If you press, I think it's L3. You've still got your help window open, haven't you?
No.
Top left. I'm over here. I'm
Oh
over here.
yes, yeah.
Hello. I'm over here. To your right. To your right. The other right. The other right. There
Oh
we
yeah.
go. There you go. If you come to the shed, there's a chainsaw in there. You can grab the chainsaw. Should be on the bench in the shed. There you
How do I pick it up?
go.
To
L3?
just pick it up?
Is it L3?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's changed you into forestry garb. That's cool. If I put my chainsaw on, are you looking at me now at the moment? Why have you walked into the corner of the shed? Are you coming out of the shed? There we go. If I put my chainsaw on, have I changed into chainsaw gear as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's all right, isn't it? Okay. Oh, you can put that away. If you do L1 and up on the D-pad, it'll go from... There you go.
Okay.
Right. So that means you've got a chainsaw as well, which means we can both do a bit of forestry.
Okay. So hang on a second. Let me just get into my tractor. How do I get the map at the bottom left like I did last time?
Oh, L1 and down on the mushroom, left mushroom. So L1 button and down on the left mushroom. You have a small circle, small square or big square. I generally go small square personally, because if you go small circle, it rotates the map as you go, and sometimes if you're new to that, it can make it more confusing. Whereas in that configuration with the small square, you've got north, south, east, west, and you can kind of work out where you're going from there. But it's up to you. However you want to use it is entirely your choice. I'm going to whiz over. I'm going to grab the winch. If you make your way over to where we're going to be doing the deadwood, I will listen to you shrieking, howling, hollering, and at some point probably tell me you're stuck.
How do I start the engine again? How could you?
R1 and square.
Aha, right, yes.
If you want your lights on, R1 and circle. Or they're already on, aren't they? I don't know.
My lights are on.
Okay. I love the fact that your brake lights even shine on the water as well. That's crazy. I don't know if the snow is going to settle, probably not.
It is in places, but not everywhere.
And by the time we finish this contract, it'll be summer again, so it won't matter. We're going to have a certain amount of hours to get it done.
How do I get out of the farm?
There's plenty of exits.
Oh, okay. It doesn't matter. There's not just one.
No, there's loads. You're going to have to find your way on the map as long as you keep an eye on where your cursor is, you should be able to work out where you are. You're normally very good at map reading. It surprises me on here.
No, I just didn't know if there was a particular exit I needed to take.
Oh, no.
Why are you going away from where we're going?
Because I need to go and get the winch that I've leased.
Oh, okay.
Normally finding the nearest exit is just picking a window and just diving out of it. So, are we watching a Christmas movie at all today, MrsSealyp?
I don't think so, because we've only got one left we want to watch and we need to save that for Christmas Eve.
No, we haven't. What are you talking about? There's loads of Christmas films.
What's left?
What's left? There are hundreds of Christmas films. What one are we leaving for Christmas Eve?
The Muppets Christmas Carol.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Silly G wants to watch that. She's spending Christmas Eve with us. We're not going out this year for Christmas Eve, so she said she would stay with us. And she wants to watch that. I have to say, I do like the Jim Carrey version, although I do prefer the one with not Alec Guinness. What's his name? Really famous. Real old version. I can't remember. Mine's gone blank. Anyway, I thought we're going to have a look for Spirited.
Okay.
Well, we don't have to. You don't.
No, I don't mind. Sorry, I'm concentrating.
You don't sound that keen. You don't sound that keen on Christmas.
No, I'm concentrating on driving my tractor well.
Okay. Hope that's going all right for you. Oh,
here comes you.
Yeah.
There's me, look. Hello.
Hello. I am tooting. I'm tooting. I don't think it seems to be making... Whoa, I just saw a headlight. See, that's the funny bit, is I'm not looking behind me, but what I can see is the headlights swinging side to side behind me. I'm just going to keep driving. I'm not going to look back. I'm going to put my beacon on, actually, I think, because
What, as a warning? Here she comes.
as a warning, she's coming. The weather is inclement. It's hard to see. So we should be over
So
to
I
the
navigated really well there then, didn't I? The fact that I met you coming along.
left. You're right behind me. Good grief. You're on the wrong side of the road, but I mean, that's all right. Right, let's pull in here.
Woo!
Yep, mind that. You're going to get caught in the tree. You turn too tight, your trailer's going to get caught there now, and you won't get past that. Engine off. Yep, you just carried on driving forward, didn't you?
No, I did go backwards a bit.
I'm just going to watch this for a couple of minutes. What the? I suppose it's my job to keep out of your way.
It is, yeah.
Yes, and that was on me.
Do not mock. Do not mock.
I'm not
Right, I'm
mocking.
here.
Deadwood. Right, so now comes the fun bit. Actually, this is going to be one of the easier Deadwood contracts I think I've ever done. Normally, the Deadwood contracts, they're in amongst loads and loads of other trees, and you've got to pick them out. This is very sparsely populated, so we shouldn't have a problem here whatsoever. So, do you want to turn off your engine and jump out?
I will do that, yes. It's getting dark. What time
It
is it?
is. What, outside or here on the map? It's 9 in the morning. Well, because it's winter, it just doesn't really get that light. It kind of stays like this. Right, do you want to, if you come over here, we need to get a thumbnail. So we'll get a thumbnail while people, you want to...
How do I get rid of the map?
Are you still on the map? Oh, just L1 and down the left stick, and you'll go from small square to large square, then off.
Down on the left stick. Oh yeah, it's gone. Awesome.
Yep. Cool.
I will get the hang of this.
Okie dokie, thumbnail is obtained. If you go L1 and up on your D-pad and get your chainsaw. Got it?
Yep.
You can also go R1 and circle, which gets you the torch as well, because it's a little bit dark at the moment, so you can have your chainsaw and your torch. Right, there you go. So what we're going to do now, if you follow me over to, where are we? Where's one of the trees? Come over to this tree here. You walk slower with your chainsaw out. Actually, we might need to move that. That's all right. But you notice on the tree that's got a mark? See the mark on the tree? Yeah. It's like kind of an exclamation mark with a backslash, forward slash, whichever one it is. I know people get very right. So that means that tree needs to be cut down. It's deadwood, needs to be removed. So our contract for deadwood is to remove a certain amount of trees. What I'm going to do, and I always say this to everybody, always double check your contract. So, reward per tree 150, farmland 17, number of trees to be cut down 10. So we can only cut down the trees that are marked, and we need to cut down 10. If you cut down the wrong tree, you take a penalty. So the contract's only worth 1,500. We've also borrowed and the stupid thing is, I leased the winch, and we don't need it. Because normally I would winch the trees out from the thicket they're in, but these aren't in a thicket, so this is going to be a doddle. So... yeah, I mean, this is going to be more about the job. So, using a chainsaw then, Miss Silly P, if you come close to the tree, and then do L1, and you rotate with the right stick, you rotate your chainsaw to the right, and then when you get close to the tree, you should get a little yellowy sort of disc appear on the tree. So, if you ever go towards the tree, are you getting close to it? Right, get close to the tree, right up close to it. Now do L1, and then with your right stick, turn your right stick to the right, and it should tilt your chainsaw away from you. Is it doing that?
Yeah.
Right.
I think I might be too close to the tree.
Come back a little bit until you get like a yellow disc pop up on the tree. You should get a little yellow disc showing.
No.
Have you got your chainsaw rotated away from you so it's sort of sitting flat rather than up and down? That'll be why. If you're just facing the tree and you haven't got it tilted.
It's sideways now. Yeah.
So as you get close to the tree, you should get a yellow disc pop up. Mine was appearing as I walk up to it. It just appears.
So the chainsaw completely horizontal, yeah?
Yep. Should be horizontal. As you walk towards it, you should see a little yellow sort of thing, almost like a halo, come up around the trunk.
No. Oh yes, it's green.
Oh my days. Green?
It's green.
Okay. Alright, green. Okay, it's green. Right, so what you want to do now, and this is going to be a real combination for you, don't do anything yet. What you want to do now is keeping... Well, so you've still got the little green disc, yes?
Yep.
Right, if you press triangle, and you should crouch, so it takes that green disc further down the tree, yep?
Yep.
Right, now this you've got to keep a hold of a few different controls here. So still doing that. So what I tend to do is more with my right hand, I'll be pressing down on triangle.
Yep.
With my left hand, I'm going to reach over to my right stick. I know this is going to sound really weird. And I'm going to drag that down so that green disc will drop even further down the tree. So you want to be cutting as low as possible. So if you drop further down the tree?
It's gone.
Right, so you've gone too far down. So come up a little bit until the disc appears again.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it still there?
Green,
right, so you've still got it. You're still on triangle. So what I generally do now, what are you pressing your triangle with? Your thumb?
Yep.
Right, this is going to sound really weird. If you keep your thumb on triangle, but bring your thumb down and press circle at the same time. So with your thumb, you're pressing triangle and circle.
Yep.
And it should cut the tree.
No. You are not allowed to cut this tree.
What?
It says I'm not allowed to cut the tree.
Oh, this isn't a stupid The whole point about multiplayer stuff is that you can do this. Let me just check under farm management. You have got all the permissions, haven't you?
But I wouldn't be able to see the...
No, you wouldn't be able to see any of it. It wouldn't have given you a disc either. That doesn't make any sense. We're on a contract. You're on a contract with me. You've got all the permissions.
Yeah, it says I'm not allowed to cut the tree.
Oh, hang on. MrsSealyp, why are they all turned off?
Because I'm in danger with a chainsaw, I would imagine.
They were all switched off. Hang on.
Can I try now?
Hang on. Cut trees. They were all turned off. What the... Okay. That is so bizarre. I'm sure they were all turned on before. Oh, okay. Right, try it again. Oh, you've done it.
I've done it.
I missed that. I was going to show you. Well, you go and cut the next one down if you want. So find one that's got the marking on it. Cut that down. What I'm going to do. Do you want me to show you how to delimit?
What's delimit?
Take all the limbs off. Delim.
Are we still recording?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
why are we
Sorry.
going to say something then?
No.
So what you need to do, you can either stand on the log, or what I've been doing on FS25 is coming down the side of it. So if you come and stand to the side of the log, you can do the same thing again. If you crouch with triangle, and then press circle again. But what you want to do, you don't want to cut the tree, you want to run down the side of it, and it should cut the branches off. If it doesn't cut them all off...
Oh, you've done it.
Yeah, but there'll still be more sticking up. Oh, has it done all of them?
It's done all of them.
Well, you can do the next one.
Okay.
And then we'll probably chop these in half as well, I suppose. That'll be
So I need to find another one with a red bit on.
Yep. Do the same with that. Why is it not giving me... There we go. You're not allowed to cut this tree. What are you chatting about? Why can't I cut this tree? Leave me alone. Stupid thing. Let's try there. Oh, it might be because the tree was too far over. Maybe I will still use the winch, I don't know. Cut these into threes, I think. And I'll show you how to, yeah, so I'll show you how to delim them, and then we'll... Why have I lost the...
Got it!
It's obviously gone out.
Timber! Woo!
I've lost you, where are you?
I'm over here, just cut a tree down.
I'm over here, where's over here? I've lost
At the back.
MrsSealyp. Oh, okay. Which way did you cut it? Okay, right. We should have been cutting into the property because we're cutting away. It's not letting us do the things. You cut way too high up that stump.
Can I trim it down?
Yeah, what you can do, if you get your chainsaw, come up to it again, you're going to need to crouch. And you'll see you can see your little disc thing.
Yeah.
Right. So what you can do then is actually adjust that.
Is that better?
Yeah. And what you can do now, where you've taken that stump, if you turn your chainsaw off and your torch off, L1 up on the D-pad. Right. Now if you go to it, you should get the hand symbol on it.
Yep.
You should be able to pick that stump up, that log bit you cut off. Circle, not jump. You picked up. There you go.
Yep.
So you've cut way further down now. So that stump we can then throw onto a trailer or do whatever we're going to do with it
Okay.
and remove it. So what I need to do now is show you how to delimb. It might be we have to move all these trees when we finish because I'm just thinking time-wise we are another 10 minutes. I'm going to have 20 minutes or so. We should be all right. So what you want to do, like I said, is you want to run down the side of the tree. You can actually stand on it if you want to. What I always used to do was stand on the tree and then crouch. But you want your chainsaw pointing down this time, not horizontal, you want it vertical. So you want to bring it back to its vertical.
How do I...
L1 and right stick, swing it back round again. So rather than horizontal for cutting the tree down, you want it vertical so it's pointing straight up and down.
Yeah.
Right, now stand on the tree, and then what you want to do is crouch. You on the tree? Yeah. So crouch, and then turn on your chainsaw and just walk forward. But you don't want to cut across the tree. You want to be running down the side of the tree because you don't want to cut the tree in half. You just want to delimit. So what you should be doing is, like we did before, crouch, you're jumping up and down. Keep pressed on triangle, and then press your thumb down onto circle at the same time. So you're crouching and cutting, and then just push forward along the tree. And it should delimb. There you go. Stay close to the tree. There you go. You're delimbing. So that's taking all the branches off. I'll do the other side.
Awesome.
So that's delimbing of a tree. And it depends what... these are nice straight trees because these are deadwood contracts. So why is that not one going? Why is that not going? There we go. You done the way to the end? Right. So now what I'm going to show you to do is... this is way too long to put onto our trailers, as you can imagine. Now we could drag these down the street as they are with the winch, but that would be a bit daft. So what we want to do is come along and we need to find a point we're going to cut this tree up. I generally try and go for 8-metre lengths. That's trickier to do, obviously. On PC, there's a measuring tool, which we don't have on console. What I think you should be able to do is come from the end of the tree wherever you've cut it, and it should tell you the length. It will tell you the full length of the tree when you come close to it, but it should tell you where your cut length is. So I would say if you come and join me maybe about here. So come on the tree to about there. And again, with your chainsaw pointing up and down, just lean forwards towards the tree, and you should get that green yellow disc appear on the tree again. Have you got it appear?
No.
Lean forward, not crouch down. You might be a little bit too close. You back up just a little bit, tiny little bit. Now just lean forward, and you should get... it'll either be orange or it'll go greeny yellow. Orange means you can't cut. Greeny yellow. Go forward down a little bit more until it goes greeny yellow.
Yep, got it.
Right, now press circle. Did it cut it?
No.
You crouched. You didn't press circle, you crouched. You need to get the yellow thing come up and then just press circle. Don't crouch to do it, just press circle. There you go. And you've cut your tree. There you go. So, you've learned to cut a tree, delimb a tree, cut a tree up once it's on the ground.
That's pretty cool.
We've got a load more to do. That's fine. But this was all part of what we originally started doing, wasn't it? When we did our episodes, it was about teaching you different things to do with Farming Simulator. We never got on to doing any forestry stuff. So this is really cool. So the next thing I want to show you then is we won't necessarily pick any up, but what we'll do, I'll show you how to use the winch, because the winch is a really cool tool. That was something that was on Farming Simulator 22, and that was part of the Platinum expansion. Silver and Forest had all the forestry. Winches was a new thing. It's part of the base game now, and I absolutely love winches. I think they're absolutely brilliant. So what we're going to do is we're going to winch to a tree that I've cut into 3 pieces. Did I cut into 3? I think I did. I'm just going to back this up. There are all sorts of winches. We're not even going to get onto cable yarders. Cable yarders is a whole different animal. Right, if you come over here to where I am. Hello? Over here. And on the back of this tractor, we've got this lovely red thing here. And this has got a winch on the back of it.
Okay.
So when you come up close to it, and then press L3, it will give you like a green line. You got that?
So
L3...
L3...
Come around the back of it a little bit. Yeah, down on the mushroom. So come right over to the back of the red thing. You can see the winch cable. You're standing on it, I think. But anyway, if you press L3 now, you should see this green, like, line. Or it's a green rope.
It's just changing my perspective from first to third.
That's because you're doing R3, not L3.
Oh! Yes, I've got a green line.
Right, now if you walk towards the tree that's on the floor with that green line, that's your winch cable. Right, so walk towards the tree. And then if you look down towards the tree, it should have the green line, and then like almost like a collar goes around the tree.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know if it's going to let me do it as well. And then what you want to do when you've got the collar on, you want to do R1 and X. R1 and X should link the winch to it.
Yep.
Right. So if you then go over to that bit that's got the little, see the little red buckle on there?
Yeah.
You got the cable. If you press L3 again, it'll give you another green one.
Yep.
Right, go across to the next bit of tree that's not been winched, not been attached to. So over to the left. No, to the left, to the left, to the left. This one here that I'm standing by. Here. Hello.
Sorry, yeah, I was just the other left.
Yep, so take your green cable and come over towards this tree, and the collar should come up again.
So I'm looking...
You've got L3? You've got the...
No, hold on. I don't know what I'm doing. I just seem to be looking at my feet. Right, okay, I've got the green bit.
Right, now walk towards this other tree that's on the floor. It might be too far now because you've actually moved the cable. That was something never used done before. Walk towards this tree where I'm standing.
He's saying too far.
You've gone a different direction anyway.
Oh, you're over there.
Yeah. The tree on the floor is what you're aiming for. It's okay, hang on a second. Jeez Louise. This is
right, okay.
So anyway, let me just back this up. I need to get this closer because we see what never used to happen before and what started happening, and I never noticed it on 22. I don't know if it's a 25 thing. Careful. If you walk into the cable, it's almost like it actually has a real collision, and it's like you're messing the cable up. So have you still?
It won't let me do it.
What do you mean?
It starts off with a green cable, so I'm there. It's drawn me a little green cable.
Now
I'm
turn
walking
towards
backwards.
the tree. No. Now turn towards that tree that's on the floor and look down at it, and it should give you the collar again. Little green collar as well.
Oh yeah. No, it says it's too far.
Then come a bit closer. You've gone too far. Just come closer towards the end of the tree.
There it is. Yep.
Right. Now press R1 and cross again. There you go. So now you've hooked two together. I think you can do up to 4, and it depends on the size of the tree, because it can come up saying it's too heavy, so you might have to chop things up. Now I'm going to show you how to move the winch cable. So what if you've got your help window open top left?
Yep.
Right. So I'm going to have to do mine because I can't remember off the top. Isn't it terrible? I can't remember off the top of my head. Let's go to that. Go to that. Right. So if you now press, come over towards the cable, stand towards the cable. If you press L1, and it should be saying switch tool, detach from winch. Don't do that. Press R1. It should say control winch.
I've got L1. It says toggle.
No,
switch.
do R1. Yeah, do R1. Sorry, do R1, not L1. R1. It says control winch.
Turn on the flashlight. Control winch. Yes.
Right, control winch. So with your right stick, left or right, you can either wind in the cable or extend the cable. So you want to wind it in. Yes, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And what will happen is it'll pull the logs towards the back of the thing. So that's winching in. So what you can do is you can run your cable out to a tree that's a long way away, and you can drag it and winch it right up to the back of the vehicle.
Look at
and
that.
if you drive forward now, that will drag those two trees on the winch.
Clever, clever.
And it's cool. Cable yarders are even better because cable yarders is an overhead cable, and you can run them to a really high tree, and you can lift logs up. And you remember when we were in the Lake District and they were doing all that logging on that hillside?
Up on the side of the hill by Ennerdale. Yeah.
Cable yarder, that's what they were using. That massive thing was a big
Okay.
cable, and it takes trees up or down really steep slopes. So there you go.
Okay.
So you've cut down a tree, you've delimbed a tree, you've chopped up part of a
chopped a
tree,
tree,
you've used a
and I've
winch, you've
attached
connected
to a
multiple
winch.
things together. It's cool, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, it's cool.
All dressed as a rubber glove.
All, all dressed in a bright orange gimp suit. Well done.
It's a shame. I should have changed it to red, and then I could have been the rubber glove off the top of the chicken's head. Not chicken's head. Penguin's head.
The penguin.
The penguin. The penguin is coming back at Christmas, guys. Do not
It is,
miss
isn't it?
Christmas Wallace and Gromit.
That's true, actually. I forgot about that.
Right.
Why is it not
Would you
letting
like me
cut
to
this
drive that
tree?
over there?
You're not allowed to cut this tree. Why am I not allowed to cut this tree? It's not letting me chop this one up.
It's because you're having too much fun.
I wonder if I need to drag... Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drag this. I'll show you what I mean with the winch. If I drive forward now, be careful that it doesn't snap up and hit you. But if I drive
You're
that
taking it
onto
to the
property...
trailer?
No, I need to... Because that long bit is way too long to go on the trailer. But I think it might have been because it was on the property edge.
You can't cut it.
So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to detach these from here. So detach from winch, there we go. So I've moved them using the winch, which is great. I'm going to try and chop this up because I'm not sure why it wouldn't let me. Let's try this again. There we go. It was obviously just at the property edge, that's all. So what I'm trying to do is get the logs at least similar lengths. What I'll often do... Oh, that was something I was to say, because if you've got your field info screen open as well, if you walk up to one of these logs, have you got a thing that comes up bottom right?
No.
You haven't?
No.
So it's not saying wood, it's not saying the type of tree, nothing like that, no?
It was earlier on when I had my chainsaw out.
Bottom right?
No. But when I had my chainsaw on, then it was telling me what it was.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's not doing it at all now.
Right, okay, so what we want to do then is we need to change your settings for you. Sorry about this, everyone. This is teaching MrSealyp. This is kind of part and parcel of what we've been doing. We're doing it in the snow, it's festive. No, because this one, I was going to talk to you about the tree lengths and what I'll often do to get myself a cut, because there's no way of measurement, is to try and get a rough look at something. I will cut it and I will give myself a cut length, and it will tell you on each log what you've cut it to. So it will tell you the length of the log you've cut. So, but it's not showing you. So what we need to do is go into our options. If you go into your options, MrSealyp, down to the bottom to the cog. So L1 or R1 to get right to the bottom of the cog. Go across to settings.
Yep, it's on settings.
Then we need to press up on the D-pad until the top bit's highlighted and go along to general settings.
Yes.
And then if we come down on that, you should have help window, colorblind mode, interactive zone marker, info trigger. What does your info box say?
On.
Oh. So it should be showing them bottom right. So if your info box is on, that used to be what was called the field info screen, and that should tell you bottom right as you walk up to it. So when I say walk up to it, are you looking down at it? You know your little cursor, your little circle. Point your circle down to the log. Oh,
it's there now. Wood, tree, deadwood, 7.6 metres. Yeah, I wasn't looking at it. I do apologise.
Okay. No, that's fine. That's right. It doesn't sit right. So that is telling you then how long that piece is that we cut. 7.6 metres. Now I would often cut things to 8 metres, but looking at our trailers, 8 might be a little bit too long. So what I'll often do is this. If I look down at it now, if you look down at it, have you got the hand thing coming up to be able to pick it up?
Yes.
Right. If they're too heavy, it won't give you that option. If it is okay to pick it up, I will pick it up and I'll bring it along. So this is all top tips that I'm helping MrSealyp with, but also it might help you as well. And I'll lay that log by my trailer.
Oh, so you can get a feel for whether it's too long.
So I'll look at it and I'll say if I've got a bit of overhang at one end and a bit of an overhang at the other end, if I chop off the bit I don't want, So I don't want it overhanging too far, especially if you've got two trailers hooked together. You don't want the trailers on the front, the logs on the front trailer to hit the logs on the back trailer.
Yeah,
because
good
that can
point.
cause absolute carnage. So what I'll then do is I'll go up my D-pad till I get my chainsaw, crouch down till I get my little icon come up, and chop the end bit off.
Do
and
we
then
have to
now,
collect it all? So, like, you'd have
I
to
will
take
have
that
to.
big log
You don't,
and
no,
the little log.
No, so you don't have to. The thing with this is, the deadwood contract, all they want you to do is cut the trees down. So you can cut
Okay.
down all 10 deadwoods, and that's contract complete. You
So
can
you don't need to
complete on
collect
it,
them?
and you can get paid. If you collect them, you can have the wood, the literage of wood. Now, with deadwood trees, it's not a huge amount, and a lot of people message me to say if you wood chip it, you get far more wood chip than you would do if you got actual wood. So we don't have to collect these, but this is a good way to introduce you to a bit of forestry as well. So if you look now at that tree, it's probably still a little bit too long, actually. I've got a bit of an overhang on there. Let me just go down a little bit further on that and see if I can just chop that end bit off. There, it's a tiny little bit. There we go. Right,
It's
if you walk
saying
over to that tree now, what's it saying now?
5.9, I think.
So 6 metres, let's say 6, but that is my
Yep.
measuring stick now, so that's the length I want for my trees. So if I was doing logging and I haven't got, if you use a proper harvester, you can set your cut length on your harvester, so it will cut every single log at 3 metres, 4
okay.
metres, 6 metres. If you're doing it manually with a chainsaw, you can't do that. So what I will do is I'll get a measuring stick like this, I will then move that measuring stick
use it.
around because I can lift it, and I'll put it next to a tree I've cut down, and put it next to it, and I will then do my cuts at the same length as this, so I know that all of my
Okay.
logs will be the same length, and they will all fit on the trailer. It's
up
just
there
an easy way to do it.
thinking.
Yeah, it works really well. Having a measuring stick, I think, works really well. So if I've
These are a
lined this
little
up
bit
with this one here, they're a little bit too long. I mean, we could probably get away with it if I put them on the back trailer because they'll overhang the back, but I wouldn't probably get away with it too much on
No.
the middle bit, you know. I don't know about the other one though. Let's go and check that one.
What, the one on the floor?
And then, like I say, any other trees that we've cut down, like the one you actually, we can do it on the one you cut
Hang
down.
on, this one's 6.1, so
Oh, so that's short. That's that's little. That's a fraction. I mean, just a fraction over. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
with 5.9,
actually
6.1.
that's almost pretty much spot on. That is for putting on the trailer
Yep.
already.
what was the one up here?
That one was just a little bit over, but that was on the back. So if we take this over to the tree we cut earlier.
That's
You-
7.3.
You do get to a point where you can kind of guesstimate pretty accurately the better you get at it. Not always, but you can kind of. So what I'm going to do is line that up. Hopefully, I'll grab the end of it and line it up on the end of the tree. Let's line it up about there, and then we'll go along and we'll see where did you
Yeah,
make
not
your
bad.
cut. Yeah, look
Just
at that, where you
there.
made your cut. See, so as a rough kind of, that's about the length I wanted. We weren't far off. So then what we'll do now is, actually, let me cut that. Is it off the property? It might be off the property.
6.4. 6.4, so
Right,
it wasn't
so
too
what
bad.
I'll do is drag that along there until we get to lined up about here. There we go. And then what you want
Do
to
you
do
want me to
is, you don't want to chop the tree that's laying on the floor that is our
No.
measuring stick, but you want to cut the other one at the same length as that. It might not let you cut it because we might be off the property. It might say no, but you can, if you can get your little yellow greeny disc lined up with the end. Remember, you've got to look down
Yep.
until it goes either orange or yellow, and you want to be right in line with our measuring stick. And you can go left or right until you get to the point where you're right in line.
It's not letting me cut.
It's not letting you. It's because I think
No.
we're off the property line. But anyway, that's what you would do. So that's how you would measure it, and you would cut it all up. So there we go.
Yeah, no, it won't let me. It's right on the property line, so.
No, we have gone way over time.
Oh, okay.
I mean, ridiculously over time. We're about 26 minutes, and we also had a bit in the middle of about 8. So we're over, MrSealyp. Oh, look, it's brightening up though in places. So I think the snow might stop again in a little while. But anyway, that was our foray into a bit of deadwood, a bit of forestry, teaching MrSealyp. Have you had a good time? Have you enjoyed it?
I have. I think I'm better at forestry than I am at carrying pallets. And I didn't crash the tractor.
I would agree. Hopefully next time, I'm hoping we get some more contracts pop up, although we are into winter now, so there will be less. We might do another one between now and...
Oh, yes. No,
and
Christmas.
we're hoping to do a Christmas Eve, not necessarily an episode. I might go live Christmas Eve, and MrSealyp might join me in the man cave for a bit of a kind of Christmas Eve sort of say hello to everyone type deal.
Yeah, let's do that.
Essentially. Okay, so we're done for this episode. I hope everyone's enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do, as always.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye, guys. See you soon.